When we think of World War II, we picture European battlefields or the Eastern Front. But in the Pacific, soldiers faced a different enemy, the jungle itself. The suffocating heat, relentless rain, and dense undergrowth made every day a fight for survival. The jungle was a world of perpetual twilight, where visibility was limited and every step could mean danger. Weapons rusted, boots rotted, and the air was thick with the smell of decay. Survival demanded adaptation and respect for nature's power. Imagine being a young soldier, thousands of miles from home, surrounded by unfamiliar sounds and constant threats. The heat drained strength, and dehydration was a daily risk. In this green hell, learning the jungle's rules was the only way to stay alive. Soldiers had to master new skills, finding water, identifying edible plants, and protecting themselves from countless hazards. The Pacific War was as much a test of human endurance as it was a military conflict. In the jungle, water was more precious than gold. Dehydration could kill in hours. Soldiers searched for streams, collected rainwater, and learned to use large leaves as makeshift funnels. But nearly every water source was contaminated, filled with bacteria, parasites, and viruses. Drinking untreated water led to diseases like dysentery, which could be fatal, far from medical help. Boiling water was the safest method, but fires risked revealing their position. Chemical tablets, iodine, or chlorine became essential, even if the taste was harsh. Soldiers sometimes masked the flavor with powdered drink mixes from their rations. Local guides taught them to find cleaner water in bamboo stalks or certain vines. Every drop had to be purified. It was a daily, disciplined routine. The taste of survival was often bitter, but it kept them alive. Mastering water meant mastering the jungle. The jungle's most persistent enemy was the mosquito carrier of deadly malaria. Clouds of insects swarmed at dawn and dusk, making every night a battle. Soldiers took daily anti-malarial pills, despite side effects, and never missed a dose. Mosquito nets, long sleeves, and greasy repellents became nightly rituals. Leeches, ticks, and mites added to the misery, causing infections and constant itching. Regular body checks and careful removal of pests were essential. The smallest bite could become a serious threat in the humid, dirty environment. Discipline in disease prevention was as important as any weapon. The jungle's insects were relentless, but vigilance saved lives. Every soldier learned survival depended on outsmarting even the tiniest foes. The war against disease was fought every single day. In the jungle, the smallest enemy could be the deadliest. Standard rations often failed to meet the demands of jungle warfare. Cut off from supply lines, soldiers had to rely on the jungle for food. Foraging was risky. Many plants were poisonous, and mistakes could be fatal. Local guides were invaluable, teaching which plants and fruits were safe. Palm hearts, bamboo shoots, wild yams and bananas became staples. Hunting small animals, lizards, birds, even monkeys, provided protein. Every part of an animal was used. Nothing was wasted. Hunger was a constant companion, but foraging gave soldiers a sense of control. Learning to live off the land built resilience and hope. Even in isolation, they found ways to endure. Survival in the jungle meant adapting to its rhythms and resources. The jungle floor was a minefield. Venomous snakes, scorpions, and hidden roots threatened every step. Soldiers stamped their feet and used sticks to probe ahead, always alert for danger. Mud and tangled vines made movement slow and exhausting. Even resting required careful inspection for lurking creatures. In this damp world, hygiene was a matter of survival. Fungal infections like jungle rot could turn a small cut into a crippling wound. Soldiers washed whenever possible, focusing on their feet. Dry socks and foot powder were treasured, and boots were aired out daily. Cleanliness was a constant battle, but it kept them in the fight. In the jungle, staying healthy was as important as staying armed. The jungle's greatest challenge was psychological. Isolation, constant danger, and the oppressive environment wore down even the strongest minds. Ambushes could happen at any moment. Fear and exhaustion were constant. Routine became a lifeline. Cleaning weapons, taking pills, writing letters home. These small rituals brought structure to chaos. Camaraderie was vital. Soldiers depended on each other for support and sanity. Shared hardship forged unbreakable bonds. Laughter and encouragement helped push back despair. Survival was a team effort. No one endured alone. In the end, mental strength was as crucial as any weapon. The war ended, but the lessons of jungle survival lived on. Hard-won knowledge became part of military training for future generations. Techniques for water purification and disease prevention now save lives worldwide. Humanitarian groups use these methods in disaster zones and remote regions. The story of jungle survival is a testament to human resilience and adaptability. The mental strategies, routine, discipline, camaraderie remain relevant for anyone facing hardship. The real legacy is not just military victory, but the enduring power of human endurance. In the smallest acts of daily survival, we find the war's most profound stories. The knowledge gained in the jungle continues to protect and empower people everywhere.